Last year I went out to shoot some self-portraits, but this time on film. No instant reviews and retries, just me, my camera and the challenge of seeing myself through the lens of film. In this video I want to take you along with me on this shoot and explain how I planned it, the challenges I faced and the results I got. So let's go! There's something really special about film photography. It slows you down and makes you think. Unlike digital, where you can fire off dozens of shots, film forces you to be intentional. Every frame matters. For this shoot, I used Kodak Gold 200. It's one of my favorite films for its warm tones and nostalgic feel. Perfect for capturing natural light and soft skin tones. With that in mind, I set out to create something personal. It was a rainy summer morning when I decided to take some self-portraits by the river. The misty atmosphere, the lush green grass and the soft waves in the background created such a peaceful, cinematic scene. I found this little path and thought it would work perfectly as a leading line. To add some movement, I set my camera's timer and ran away from the frame. Since I couldn't check the shots instantly, I took a few to make sure I got the motion just right. Looking at the scans now, I'm really glad I did. The first two felt a bit stiff, but the last one had the perfect movement I was aiming for. The sky turned out a little flat, but I love how the colors came together. On my way, I spotted this massive tree, probably struck by lightning, now leaning dramatically toward the ground. It immediately caught my attention. I set up my camera and placed myself underneath it, using the path as a leading line and the falling tree to form this interesting triangular composition that draws the eye right to me. Again, the sky was a bit overexposed, but I really like the mood of this shot. Since I love the scene so much, I decided to take another shot, this time moving in closer. While I still like the composition, I think the first one works a little better. Along the way, I captured a few other details that caught my eye. One of my favorites is a close-up of water droplets on the leaves. The sharpness and rich greens make it feel almost painterly. Then there's this shot of Magda's shoes surrounded by scattered wooden debris. It feels messy but in an oddly aesthetic way with soft lighting that makes it work. It kinda needs some sound effects. Perfect time to use the sponsor of this video. Artlist is a super powerful tool for filmmakers. It has everything you need: music, sound effects, footage, templates and plugins. It now even offers a variety of different AI voices for your voiceovers and different LUTs to color grade your videos. If you're subscribed to Artlist's annual plan through the link in the description, you'll get 2 extra months for free. Thank you Artlist for being a continuous sponsor of this channel. This next shot was taken under a canopy of trees, where the path felt almost dreamlike. The overhanging leaves and branches framed the scene beautifully, so I placed myself right in the center of the frame. Looking at the final result, I really like how the trees naturally frame the composition, drawing attention toward the center. The soft diffused light adds to the moody atmosphere, making it feel almost like a scene from a storybook. It's one of those shots that captures not just a moment, but a feeling. Calm, quiet and a little mysterious. A little further down the path, I stumbled upon this tiny animal shelter. A few sheep were lazily lounging nearby, just living their best lives. The building itself looked a bit run down, almost eerie in contrast to the open field around it. It had a certain charm though, so I took the shot. For this shot, I wanted to use my body as a dividing line between the dry, dead grass and the lush green side. Well, in the end, it didn't quite work out as planned. The exposure was off and the contrast wasn't as strong as I had hoped. Still, it's all part of the process. As I made my way home, the sky finally started to clear up. The sun peeked through, casting the most beautiful light onto a lone tree. It felt like the perfect way to wrap up the shoot. One last frame before calling it a day. And that's a wrap. I really hope you enjoyed coming along on this little analog adventure. And I'd love to hear your opinion. Do you have a favorite shot from this session? Let me know in the comments below. Also, I'm very curious about what's your favorite go-to film stock and the perfect analog camera for you. I always love discovering what others are shooting with. For those who would like to purchase a print of mine, I recommend you visit my online shop The link is in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.